welcome to an introduction on pets and pet gems in Kritika 0. So, pets are something that you can acquire either through the cash shop or once you get to level 60 through the arena monger Scarufo. You can also get these through events and other means, but those are more limited and not something that you can really take into consideration on the regular. So you can see that these cost the coins of trial, which you get for clearing the arena floors. So once you hit level 60, you need to talk to this NPC here, and once you do that, you unlock the arena. You have to go clear the arena floors over here at this portal specifically. You have to go for floor 1 all the way up. The rewards get higher as you go. You have a floor decay of 3 floors every day, meaning if you are at floor 9, the next day you'll be down to floor 6, you'll drop 3 floors. So getting the 1500 coins isn't too bad. It is once a week essentially. You can see it says 1 day left here, but it's 7 days on when you're making your first purchase. So there's a 7-day cooldown, and these are per character, not per account, which is important to note for the upcoming topic, the pet sets. So why do you care about pets other than the fact that they, look pretty cool? The pets that you're going to want to get give you stats. You notice that the stats here for this pet are quite a bit. And the pets also have gems that you can slot into them. They also provide you this pet collection. So you can see that there's a total amount of pets that you can collect. The ones in gray are the ones I don't have. The ones that are not gray are the ones that I do have. They provide set bonuses. So these set bonuses, for example, Frog Croaks is going to give you this crit, aura, and vitality just passively. So it's a great way to get stats because it's not a cash only option. You can just get this by doing arena, and if you get many characters you can do it because all of these stats are account bound. So these set bonuses, you might get a different pet on an alt, and what you can do with that is utilize that set bonus that the alt has registered the pet for across your whole account. So it's very useful to have in order to be able to gain these stats. I'm just going to go through quickly all of the sets here so that you can see. They're constantly adding pets to and sets. So there may be more, there might be different ways to get them, there might be ways to evolve them. They don't have skills in this game other than passive skills. So in other versions of Kritika, they had abilities that allowed you to blow fire or summon a tornado or drop bombs on enemies. They don't do that at the moment in this game. What they do currently is, if you can see from these main skills, see, those are where the active skills I mentioned would be, that would be bound to a button. But the secondary skills are they increase your auto looting, which means you don't have to hold down the button to grab stuff. They give you more experience. Additionally, so you can put the pet gems on them, but they give you an in-town movement speed bonus. So I move around quite a bit quicker with my pet on versus not, which makes a big difference when trying to move around town, buy things. What we're going to do here is notice you can put these pet gems on that give stats, and the tier of the gem is just going to has the ability to roll higher. For example, this is an aquamarine, this is also an aquamarine. You can see this has low stats, this has better stats. Obviously you want higher stats. And in addition, you'll notice that the stats on this just went up because the rarity or tier of the pet, this legendary pet, is going to give a bonus to the pet gems themselves. I don't know if it says how much it's giving you extra, but know that the pet gems are affected by the rarity of the pet that you have on. So having a higher tier pet is going to give you more stats. So the legendary pets are better. There are better ones. They all have different stats. Typically you can pick a legendary that's cosmetic if you prefer. There's no issues there. I think this one looks pretty cool. Cycle does too. See if I can get mine and his on the same screen. It kind of looks like a Digimon almost. Anyway, so how do you get these pets? They come in these pet boxes. Again, you can get them from the cash shop or from the arena that I just showed you. So you can see in the box here, it comes with certain pets and it shows you the rarities and it shows you the chances for it. So your goal is just to get the pets that you're missing or that you need in the boxes. And you can get those again from arena, or I'll show you the spot where they're available in the cash shop. You can go to the daily purchases, which have better deals, but you're limited in how many you can get. This has a pet box in it, this has a weekly, this is a pet box in it. So you can buy pet boxes from the cash shop, either just straight out or part of bundles, or you can get them from the vendor of arena. I'm just going to open one here real quick. You can see I got a pink Mongmong. And it doesn't do anything yet, but you can utilize coins, these pet coins. Not towards the pet itself, but if you open up the pet lab, you can trade in pets. And these go from the back end all the way to the front end. So these are the ones that would be the front of my page. So if you want to easily make it so you don't accidentally get any pets that you don't want to delete, you can put these towards the back. Makes it easier for you to target the pets that need to be salvaged. You'll see here that I'm going to salvage a bunch of undesired pets. So I'll just trade them in. I'll get 50 pet coins. I don't know about this message about adding the pets for the future. We'll have to see what they decide for it. But you only have a limited pet inventory, so you'll need to do that at some point. You can use these pet coins. The only purchasable option for them right now is these pet gem boxes, which have a chance at either trying to refund you a partial amount of pet coins or for pet gems themselves. We're just going to buy one box. I'm going to particularly save up my coins if I can help it, just because there might do something in the future that is beneficial, that has been in other patches, other versions. So we only got coins right there. We could have gotten pet gems or other things. So how do you get these pet gems? You can either get them from Lilith over here, the limited section, the pet gem random boxes. These have a chance of those coins, and it's like a lesser version of the other option. The lucky draw also had a few, which is an event item, so you can try for the event. Also, I believe in the world boss section. I wouldn't advise going for them here, but you can if that's really what you desire. So once you get some of these pet gems, I'll show you the pet gem dungeon. It's going to be this one here. They can drop up to these medium rarity, the green rarities. So we'll go ahead and do this pet dungeon here. It's pretty fast in terms of what you clear, but there is a limited period that you have to wait. You can't, other than hitting escape to skip some of these cutscenes, you can't make these troops come out fast. So you just have to wait, and once you hit the final wave of enemies, you kill them, and you will get reinforcements at some point. It is dictated by the amount of time spent on the map and other conditions, so it's like a check. So it's not always consistent when you'll get them, but know that they do come, and they are pretty strong, so if you are a little weaker, feel free. So it's almost near the end. We only have a couple of them. These are reinforcements I was talking about. I'm just going to let them kind of do the work, just to show you that they're a little slow, but what they're going to do is basically one-shot everything. So if you just stay near them close enough, they can take care of the enemies for you. Great for if you're a little weaker. Again, press escape to try and mitigate the time spent in the dungeon. And this is just a daily dungeon you can run 3 times. The pet gems themselves are character bound, so it's not going to be super useful. One function that you can do with them that I'll show off is you can use the pet collection system. The pet gem collection system. So you see I got a low onyx and 5 pet coins. That's pretty common in terms of what you can expect for the loot. So if you look here at this collection set though, I will go into this in a different video, but as a teaser, there are pet gem functions here. And again, this pet item collection, this is across your entire account. And if you look, some of these might be more difficult. I wouldn't advise going for anything really after the high tier, but you can go and check, and you can see that if you claim this, you get stats across the whole account. So if you got a high if I got a high aquamarine here and claimed it, as I've already claimed the mid and the low, I would get these stats across all my characters. So maybe you want to do it on alts, maybe you want to fuse for gems so that you can get these stats. There are quite a few to get, and some of the higher rarities might take you a long time, and maybe you want to use one of those instead because the higher tier gems can be stronger. But something to consider if you are looking for a place to put your gold. I'll show you, you saw that the pet gems that dropped were only the low tier, and the highest it drops is the medium tier. So you might ask, well, how do you have a high tiered pet gem? So what you do is you go to the synthesizer toolbox, in your inventory, however you want to get there. What you want to do is you want to put in the low pet gems that you have here, costs you 100,000, and then you combine them, and you can see that the result here for this is the mid options. Combine 5, got a low. Try again. So you can see we combined these two and we got a medium. So then after that you would go combine, you wouldn't want to do two mediums because there's no option of a blue yet. So you would want to get three mediums at least until you got preferably 5. And then you would have the option for these mediums to turn into a high gem. And that's how you kind of leapfrog your way into getting a higher tier gem that you can put on the pet. Other than that, that's most of what pets, the pet options that you need to know. Pets are great. You don't have to loot things with them. They're great for main characters to move around town faster. They're great for alts to move around town faster. They give you stats. They give you set stats, and they're not too hard to get. Plus, they're kind of cute. I dig them. There are some other ones that I don't have that I wish I did. But that should be all you need to know. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or join the official Discord, which I will leave a link to in the description. And hopefully I will see you soon with more information.